just started recording, so we only have like 5 songs under our belt. But I think the favorite song that we've recorded thus far is probably the. I really like how Captain Crunch turned out. I didn't expect it to turn out as funky and as tight as it did, and I think the extra percussion stuff we added a lot. So it's either that or the tune that I wrote, I would say, is probably my favorite tune right now. So I started writing this tune in MuseScore a couple months ago, literally just riffing around. I mean, nothing in particular. I didn't really have any big aspirations for it. I didn't even really particularly have like a big inspiration to start the piece. I wanted to write something, and I thought it would be fun. I just put in the instrumentation of our band. Pretty much only know C major and C minor, so I wrote it in C minor. That was what was simple for me, and used some of the theory that I've been learning over the last few years in music school. I tried to apply it in a way that I thought was useful, and other than that, I think I got inspired. Luckily, the thing with modern technology, right when you write it, you can hear it back. So I was writing things out on MuseScore, listening back to them, and then I was like, this gave me inspiration to further continue and develop those ideas. I think for that particular song, I just wrote out a drum groove I played about 1,000 times, and I think naturally I just kind of hear things, and I was just trying to notate what I heard in my head, and I failed a lot of times, but even those failures ended up becoming a different part of the song in a way, or just gave me inspiration to move in a different direction. I think my favorite memories of Los Galaxy are definitely just hanging out as a group outside of shows, but if we're talking in the context of my favorite show that I've played, I think the bigger shows were really, those were obviously a lot of fun, and I think it was a kind of a defining moment, each one, because it kind of showed that we can perform at that level, or we have the capacity to perform at that level, and it's an exciting thing to see that. And I remember one of our very first Ruin gigs, and this is really early on in our career, we just had so many people out there that were our friends and also just mutual friends, and it was just ended up being a very packed night. And we just played very, very well. We were playing, off of each other, improvising in the moment, and everything was clicking that night. And I think the audience energy definitely played a huge role in that. My favorite food, bruh, shit, I don't even know. I used to love coffee cakes. I used to love those fucking, I don't know if it was Little Debbie that made them hoes, but those coffee cakes, I'm just never blessing, bro. Dude, and I also love Taj Mahal, that Indian place. They make a really fucking good vegetable korma. For the future of Los Galaxy, I guess it's totally dependent. I cannot read the future at all, so it's totally dependent on how people react to the music we're releasing and stuff like that, and the opportunities we might get. But what I hope for us is that people resonate with what we made, and hopefully we can use this upcoming release as a segue to actually really making an identity for ourselves, an aesthetic for ourselves, and we've done so many shows, we've done so much random stuff, so I think in the future we're trying to write more, we're trying to record more, and hopefully have those resonate with our audiences, and then hopefully that can take us to whatever next thing we have going on, which hopefully is in the live shows and maybe the festival type stuff. I really want to get into doing festivals, jazz festivals, any type of music festival. I think that's a really good market. Middle Waves was kind of like that. We really, really liked the Middle Waves performance, and just the whole atmosphere of the festival vibe. So definitely trying to get back in on that.